Hello everyone, I'm Oracle Unicorn and welcome to Shaman Messages. Please keep in mind these readings are general. Take what resonates, keep the rest. Put some things in your back pocket. You never know how it might help you for later. Be sure to check your rising moon and almost said lunar rising moon and Venus sign, as my videos do cross connect with each other. Some messages from these can help you piece together your puzzle or situation or questions that you may have with other videos. I have sectioned out my videos into playlists for these specific zodiacs instead of like the month, because these readings energies do kind of like vary when it comes to like the energies do like kind of vary. Again, older ones can help you piece together certain questions and issues that you're going through now, and some of them can help you further on in the future, and some of them, like, you can cross connect them, and that's why so you can also watch them in kind of like a story form and kind of piece together certain things when it comes from older videos to like newer videos. So I did section it out that way, and goodness, Virgo, I can't, how many times, like how many times do we have to get this concealment card? It's moving up because it's next to willpower, and I swear last week you had willpower on top of that as well. But these are my Divination of the Ancients and Dream Animal decks. So I do really love this deck, and especially when it comes to Virgos, Pisces, and Sagittarius and Scorpio. This deck is like my main favorite deck. So, and Perception. Holy cow. Okay, I feel like you have a great shift in perception, and that maybe this concealment energy has been helping you to gain more insight within yourself and what is meant for you to release and give clarity to. You also had this last week too, this opportunity card. I swear this your energy is like, okay. This is great. I love starting to be able to like remember which certain zodiac had specific certain cards for weeks at a time. I guess that's why I'm really sticking to this deck when it comes to Virgos, and really emphasizing your willpower, because when I use my other decks it tends to go in different forms of energy, but I feel this is greatly needed, I guess, especially when it comes, you even have the dream card again. Aquarius got this dream card too. And purification. But you have power in your purification with this. Let me get it. And knowledge. I swear you had this knowledge card last. Maybe it was the different zodiac. This knowledge card might be with different zodiac. But I would definitely cross-connect this video and a few other videos from the past to see what was really a few weeks ago, to see what lines of energies with your situation and scenarios, however it befits, whether it comes with your home life, whether it comes with your love life, whether it comes when it comes to family matters, because like your story here is coming up a lot of the same energies, and you might be dealing with an Aquarius, or you have Aquarius in your chart, so looking at those videos could possibly help too, and kind of like looking at the storyline in that. I do understand that like my videos sometimes last to about almost an hour, like 45 minutes or so. So I feel that it could really greatly help you though. Not to try to take up too much of your time, but you may be concealing an opportunity when it comes to someone because you're going through more purification with yourself. Yeah, okay. grounding. Oh, you had this card last week too. The direction. Okay. But this is destined, okay? This is destined for you to go through in this extreme shift with yourself. It could be like matters of your heart, but and realizations into things. And lessons when it comes to your directions, because you do have the alchemy spells. To me, it's like the melting pot of all your lessons coming to its own grounding, granting you a lot of wisdom within yourself and understanding and how to really level up in handling your certain situations, because it is fragmented. It's almost like it was destined to be fragmented to bring you to a new clarity and purification about things, allowing you to step more into your power and understandings of your omens, the dreams you're having, the perceptions of things shifting in your view. That's giving you a lot of genetic memory, I feel, about your bloodline past, or like your soul past lives that has been that has its sense of fragmentation that is coming to the forefront for you, which is more than likely why you have a lot of this concealment energy going on, asking you to really step into your willpower when it comes to this concealment energy. And I feel you're having you're coming into foresight about seeing what is needed to be brought into light, what is needed to definitely stay within yourself, and that's meant for you to gain knowledge out of, and possibly work through these things a little bit differently as to how you used to handle it. I think I really feel that it's helping you to root in calmness through your storms, root in calmness within your own self amongst the storms, root in standing in your own truth in a very harmonizing and balanced way with yourself. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna get energies of the Fae. I might pull some from my shaman deck just to clarify. Wow, yeah, unity, kind of like alignment, connection with yourself, and coming out of the shadows and granting and seeing your spiritual guidance. So that's amazing. It's really good. Okay, I feel like that's shifting into a different perspective into things, like a whole new, like you are already shifting into new different perspectives. Wow, see, you have communication here too. Opportunity about granting a communication or something, or you're going to be or presented with an opportunity that you're going to have more communication in, rising up levels of communication, really seeing in these areas of where having clear community. Yeah, it's you're coming into motivation about it, and a natural unfoldment of your truth and clarity within yourself, because you do have the shamanic power in here when it comes to your purification card as well, gaining knowledge as to why the purification. Someone else got that card too. Wild energy, like really gaining joy, ecstasy of extreme happiness and motivation and pure potential, and wow, and even releasing yourself from bondages that's held you back, with stepping into your own truth and clarity about things when it comes to being one in an alignment with yourself and the purification of your communication especially with it connected to concealment, opportunity, um, very, very big, okay? Yeah, and really coming into being here and now and understanding the lessons within the situation that you're going through now, helping you to really unite in yourself and bring in a self, more of a self-love for yourself, and um, seeing how high how much you've grown. Like, this is showing you how much you've grown. This could be an opportunity within yourself, showing you how much you are aligning than to how you handled things back then. Especially the lessons card being here and foresight, being able to really tap more into the foresight of seeing also how where things are fragmented and how you can really reconnect and play in a play with it, almost in kind of like how does this trigger me? Why is it triggering me? How does this make me feel? Why is it making me feel that way? How can I handle this to where I feel more nurtured with myself and my own self-healing? A receptivity of principle into the matter, instead of like kind of like pushing blame in a way that you feel this way because this is happening, or instead you're going like, okay, why is this rooted into my emotions, and what things maybe from childhood that has happened as to why it triggers me to this point, and not and showing me how to be able to move forward and be here and now, and not allowing it to cause too much wild energy within my own emotions. It's like really understanding and granting you promise into your future and hope with yourself, and about like really being able to connect with others, and possibly on some kind of like healing journey, and seeing the everyday blessings in this, and as to how and why you're being triggered, okay? And and you're gaining a willingness of being able to look at it. It's like being able to look at it on a whole new light, and analyzing it without analyzing it too much. You're allowing yourself to feel through it, and to ask yourself, okay, how can I level this out? How can I bring myself to a sense of peace and alignment with myself as to what is going on here? What is asking me to go deeper into that as to why it's triggering me in the first place from the beginning? I feel literally it's a joyful participation in the virtue in like standing in your own truths, and your healing, with the natural law of for y'all, I feel it's like a shamanic kind of like shift of alignment, like coming into your own spiritual home and understanding with communication about this, because it's like these cards are really lined up like this. So you got the communication, the natural law, into the like a shamanistic like healing sense within these emotions and triggers that you're going through, and the receptivity of principle and nurturing your triggers that are going through, and above that with coming into, it's like shifting up, okay, into a unity and alignment with yourself. So see how that shifts up? Being able to communicate with yourself about this sense of mystical experience and unification within yourself, okay? Especially with, you got healing of the shadows, breaking bonds that has held you for so long, and spiritual guidance into illumination within yourself. Like you have both the exiting out of the depths of like of a very dry direction, feeling as if you're walking through a desert, and then it's like now you're coming into in like an embodiment within yourself of it becoming a force for you. Okay. um, yeah, venturing into polishing your skills of this, helpful lessons and also gifts coming out. I feel like you're starting to see the gifts that were there for you all along, and that has helped you into this way of seeing where your imaginary fears are within this when it comes to facing certain things, because you have like release and liberation, passage into new life. So coming out of the desert into things and really creating a very nurturing forest with your alignment, and you're coming into seeing and views of really being able to emotionally heal. Okay. And you've seen a lot of this as a lot of it as like imaginary fears within you, because that was rooted into your subconscious from when you were young. And you're being able to break out of that. You're getting help and aid from a supportive friend to really come into this sense of spiritual home with yourself. This rising out of the shadows about maybe like you had your love for yourself, but it's more of now great of like nurturing love with your past self into bringing you to your the new way, the new you of, in a sense of with how you calculate and understand things now. It's triggered from a shift into a soul alignment, like a soul retrieval from like being in a desert like feel into like an enjoyment of being able to play with the spirits of the land into like a forest type of way, and venturing into this really rooting and helping you ground and water these new ideas, this new venture with yourself, and having realistic caution with this because of how fresh this shift is. It could easily like fall back, but you are receiving gifts and talents into being able to keep it rooted on this side, so that it slowly becomes more of just a lesson here, and understanding how gentle grounding, like grounding of your boundaries, gentleness of grounding your boundaries, how it's not as much of a double-edged sword. It's like more of a refreshment of water. Okay. And I feel that's what these gifts, talents, and helpful lessons are really coming into play for you. And you had foresight into this, and bringing these fragmented issues to the surface because of understanding that your wow, yeah, clear slate, cleaning your slate, for really being able to step into the new unity of refreshment and healing within yourself, really allowing yourself to like just incubate into it, coming into completion, being able to gain the harvest out of this, and releasing how that no longer helps you. That way of like guarding yourself is no longer helping you. And starting to see how it has held you back from being able to like really gain a sense of play, seeing the everyday like gifts and harmonious of yourself within the natural fulfillment of your journey. And that's what was being cleaned up, gaining a completion in these fragmentations. It's very good. That's freaking astonishing how that has come into alignment. And it's being able to help you to see this opportunity in a whole new light. And being able to honor it for the amazing gift that it is. I feel like you're going to be coming into a lot of pure-hearted communication. You really are. That's very good. Yep, your dreams are gaining a practical plan. Prosperity lies ahead for this new clean slate, this start. Expect a powerful change and work through your fears in this. You did get the card that said imaginary fears. So seeing what is caution, realistic caution, and what is just causing fear from like past wounds that is asking to be healed. Your commitment in this is going to be tested, polishing your skills in this. How else to sharpen your sword without really getting a whetstone and sharpening it. So I feel you're going to be greatly tested on an emotional level to really keep this grounded and keep reminding yourself of these new sense of realization, becoming one in your grounding with yourself. Bring love into the situation. A lot of love for your triggers, and being able to step back and being like, okay, what is this trigger showing me? What change or shift, what fear is coming out of this? Confidence in this is going to be your key. It's time to take action, and the answers you need are coming in. That's definitely what I saw into this. Yeah, so Virgo. Usually y'all's readings are about 40-something minutes, and I don't feel like I have too much to go any further than this. So thank you for watching. I greatly appreciate it. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And for all of you that have been subscribing, or that are a subscription of mine, thank you so much for following. I greatly appreciate it and watching my videos. Don't forget to share on social media, as that helps greatly to improve the channel. And if you would like a personal reading, the information is below in the description box. And if you would like to donate to my channel, the information for that is below in the description box as well. So I hope you have a wonderful day. See you next week. Bye.